Now we are going to start with the solution of quadratic equation using factorization. This topic is already done in your junior classes. We have to factorize the quadratic equation using splitting of the middle term. So by splitting the middle term, we will get the solution of the quadratic equation. If it is a quadratic equation, you must know how many roots or how many solutions it will have. General form of quadratic equation is this standard form. The degree is 2, so the quadratic equation will have 2 roots, or you can say 2 solutions. Every quadratic equation will have 2 solutions. So let's start with the example third. You have to factorize and find the roots. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. We have to solve it by splitting the middle term. By splitting the middle term means we have to split this middle term 5x such that it should have 2 factors, and those 2 factors, the sum should be minus 5 and product should be 6. This is done in earlier class also. All of you are familiar with this splitting the middle term. So I can take the factors minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. 5 minus 5 I have split it into 2 factors minus 2 and minus 3 such that the product is, their sum is minus 5 and their product is 6. You can see minus 5, sum of these two is minus 5 and product is 6. So I can take these two terms, taking 2x common from first two terms, 2x minus 1 minus 3 x minus 1 equal to 0. Again taking x minus 1 common and 2x minus 3 equal to 0. This is the 2 factors which we are getting. 2 factors are found here. Now since we have to find the solution of the quadratic equation, so each factor will be equated to 0. To find roots of the given equation, either this should be 0. This is very important because students do not equate it. Either this should be 0 or 2x minus 3 should be 0. This step is very important. In boards also marks are deducted if students don't write this. So either this factor will be equal to 0 or this factor will be equal to 0. What you will get from here? X is equal to 1 or 2x is equal to 3, or you can say x is equal to 3 by 2. So these are the 2 roots, or you can say 2 solutions of the quadratic equation. Now example 4 that you can try yourself. I am going with the example 5. 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Again by splitting the middle term. So now we are having this middle term minus 2 root 6. The sum of the roots should be minus 2 root 6 and product should be 6. The product of 2 roots should be 6. Now how can I get this? The 2 factors which gives me minus 2 root 6 are minus root 6 and minus root 6. When you add these two, you will get minus 2 root 6, and when you multiply these two, you will get plus root 6. Plus 6. When you multiply this, you will get plus 6, and when you add this, you will get minus 2 root 6. So the 2 factors, by splitting the middle term, I can write it as minus root 6 minus root 6 plus 2 equal to 0. The product should be 6. From where I can get 6, minus root 6 into minus root 6, where I can get minus 2 root 2 by adding these two. Taking common, what you can take common now, you can see, sometimes you see that there is nothing common in it. But no, it is not like this. You can see, I can write it 3x square minus root 2 into root 3 x. And here I can again write minus root 2 into root 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So what I can take common? Root 3x will be common. I am left with root 3x minus root 2. Because this root 3x, again this is from here root 3 taken common, so I am left with root 3x. From here root 3x is common, I am left with minus root 2. Now from here root 2 is taken common, but is left with 2 taken common, I am having root 3x and minus root 2, because this from here minus root 2 is taken common, so here we are having minus root 2 left hand. Minus minus plus root 2 gives you 2 equal to 0. So again taking root 3x minus root 2 common, again root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. Now you can see these two brackets are same. It doesn't mean that you will get only one. Again, to obtain roots, either of the bracket should be 0. Root 3x minus root 2 should be 0, or second bracket is also same, which it should be 0. This implies root 3x is equal to root 2, or x is equal to root 2 upon root 3. And similarly here, root 3x is equal to root 2, or x is equal to root 2 upon root 3. So as I said, it is a quadratic equation. Every time we will get two roots. Sometimes students write it that the value is same, so they write it only once. We cannot write it once. It is to be written twice, because we need two roots for a quadratic equation. So these are the required two roots of the given quadratic equation. Now sixth example. This is the example which we have done earlier also. Now we have to solve it. It is the question that the builder wants to build a prayer hall with carpet area 300 meters square, and you are given that length is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. Length of the hall is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. So if breadth is x meter, then what will be the length? Twice of breadth plus 1 meter will be its length. So we will suppose here, this we have done earlier also. So let length, breadth of hall be x meter, then length will be 2x plus 1. Then length will be 2x plus 1 meter. You are given carpet area is 300 meters square, and we know that area of a rectangle is, it is a rectangular hall. So area of rectangle is length into breadth. So what you will get? X into 2x plus 1 is equal to 300. Open it. 2x square plus x is equal to 300. Transposing it, 2x square plus x minus 300 equal to 0. This equation we have obtained earlier also. Now he wants to find the length and breadth of the hall. Now we have to factorize it. We have to make the factors by splitting the middle term such that the sum of factors is plus 1 and product of factors is minus 600. 1 should be the product in addition and subtraction, and minus 600 should be the product of the factors. Now you can make the factors by taking the prime factors. By arranging these prime factors, you will make the arrangements. Now you have to arrange it so that, we have to take the factors of 600, not 300. 600 again, 2, 300, 2, and then you will arrange it to make the factors of, yes. Now you have to arrange these prime factors such that you get sum as 1 and product as minus 600. Now how will you arrange it? 5 into 5, 25, 2 to 4, 3, 4 to 8, and 8 and 3, 24. You can see 24 and 25, if I arrange them, I will get sum as 1 and product will be 600. So I take it as 2x square plus 24 plus 25x. Here I can take 24. 25x minus 300 equal to 0, because I need the positive sign of this middle term. So I will take 25 as greater term, 25x minus 24 and minus 300. The product will be minus 600. Now taking common 2x, x minus 12 and plus 25 common, x minus 12 equal to 0. What you will get? X minus 12, 2x plus 25 equal to 0. So again I told you, you cannot put it directly value, either x minus 12 is 0 or 2x plus 25 equal to 0, which gives you x is equal to 12 and second value gives you 2x is equal to minus 25, x is equal to minus 25 by 2. Now here it is important, when it is negative value of breadth, it cannot be possible, so we will reject it. So we can reject it. Breadth not possible, so we can reject this. Here I am rubbing it. So it will be rejected. Whenever you get one negative value, and in that case here breadth cannot be negative, so you will reject that value. This step is very important. If you don't reject the value, your marks get deducted. So we will get only one value, that is x is equal to 12. So breadth comes out to be 12 meter, and what will be the length? Length will be 2x, 2 into 12 plus 1, that gives you 25 meter. So this is the length and breadth of the hall.